Oh, hey peeps, it's your girl Paprika, and you're watching Pass the Mic with PST. Welcome to the series, Where Are They Now? First up is 90s sitcom The Cosby Show cast members. Sandra Huxtable, portrayed by Sabrina LeBeau. Currently, Sabrina is a frequent leading lady performing with the Shakespeare Theater Company in Washington, D.C. Back then, Sabrina was the eldest Huxtable child, and she replaced Whitney Houston for the role before the show aired because pop singer Whitney Houston refused to sign the contract, as she also wanted to pursue her singing career and didn't want to be committed to the show exclusively, but have the freedom to come and go as needed for her singing aspirations. Did you know that Sabrina was 26 years old at the time of her audition? She was only 10 years younger than Felicia Rashad and was initially considered too old to play one of the Huxtable children. Sabrina appeared in all 8 episodes of the show as the smart Princeton graduate. Her character then met and married Elvin, who was portrayed by actor Jeffrey Owens, and the two had a set of twins, a boy and a girl. The couple caused much anxiety to Cliff and Claire when they decided to forego their law and medical degrees to become owners of a wilderness shop in New York. Thankfully, the two came to their senses and resumed their education to become a doctor and a lawyer. Today, Sabrina is a graduate of UCLA and the Yale School of Drama. She is still acting, but has now turned to the theater, where she has starred in productions such as Norma Bindlebeep in Fatherhood. Denise Huxtable, portrayed by Lisa Bonet. Currently, Lisa Bonet spends her time raising her young children fathered by her husband, Jason Momoa, and hanging out with her eldest child, Zoe Kravitz, who was fathered by her first husband, Lenny Kravitz. Denise, as the second daughter on the show, had the most versatile fashion and hairstyle. Lisa Bonet was the most talked about cast member and arguably the most successful of the child cast members of The Cosby Show. Lisa has led an exciting, loving, and impressive life both in and out of the limelight. She began her career as a beauty contestant and guested on TV shows as a child. She was then later cast as the Huxtable's second eldest child. Her run on that show was not without controversy. One of her first side acting projects was in the rated R film Angel Heart, in which she co-starred with the 20 plus years her senior actor Mickey Rourke, of whom they shared several moments of an explicit scene. The Cosby Show producers weren't happy about that, as it didn't reflect well on her wholesome character, Denise Huxtable. Later, in real life, at the age of 20, she eloped with Lenny Kravitz and became pregnant, and the producers of The Cosby Show had to then camouflage her pregnancy on the show. Despite these things, Lisa Bonet was a fan favorite, and she was given a spin-off show, A Different World, which was about a college life at the fictional Hillman University. However, the first producer of A Different World didn't keep in line with the ideas of the concept of the show, and so it wasn't well received in its first couple of years. After a visit by Felicia Rashad both on screen and off, the decision was made to bring in a new producer, Debbie Allen, and the show was revamped. Lisa Bonet had left the show, and the star was now Jasmine Guy. Many erroneously believe that Lisa Bonet was the reason for the first 2 years of failure of the show, but that is not the case. Let me say it again for the people in the back. It was not Lisa Bonet's fault the show was not received well in the first 2 years. It was the producer and the direction of the writing of the show. However, by this time, Lisa returned to The Cosby Show, revising her role as Denise Huxtable. Sadly, it didn't last long, as due to creative differences, she was released. Denise Huxtable was and will always be my favorite character from The Cosby Show. Neil Huxtable, portrayed by Malcolm Jamar Warner. Currently, Malcolm is the star of a long running show called The Resident, where he plays Dr. A.J. Austin. Malcolm was the third child and only son of Cliff and Claire Huxtable. He was the typical son that never cleaned his room, goofed off, and had many girl crazy chasings. His character later matured on the show and became the Huxtable's more successful child besides Sandra. His first serious girlfriend on the show was portrayed by Michelle Thomas, Justine, and she was also his girlfriend in real life for 6 years. She appeared to be the love of his life, but sadly, Michelle passed away at a very young age. Malcolm also dated his co-star Karen Malene White, who portrayed the fast-talking character Charmaine, of whom he dated for 7 years. Malcolm Jamal Warner has been doing a lot lately: movies, television series, etc. He's also a Grammy nominated musician and a father. Vanessa Huxtable, portrayed by Tempest Bledsoe. Currently, Tempest is now doing a show on Style Network. She's in real life homes, overcluttered living rooms, bedrooms, and kitchens, suggesting solutions on the show Clean House. Vanessa was the curious, nosy, and bothersome young sister. Always considered the brainiac. As her character matured, she surprisingly gave Cliff and Claire the most trouble with her breaking the rules antics and boy crazy ways. During a guest appearance on A Different World, she met her now 3 decades long boyfriend, 10 years her senior, Darryl Bell, who portrayed Ron Johnson on the show A Different World. Rudy Lillian Huxtable, portrayed by Keisha Knight Pulliam. Currently, Keisha is one of the main roles in TBS's comedy drama series Tyler Perry's House of Payne. Rudy was the baby of the family, whom everyone immediately fell in love with her adorable face and cute ways. I truly admire how they let her character be a true little girl as opposed to a smart mouth acting like a miniature adult child, as so often seen on TV today. Side note, remember the beautiful head of hair Keisha had as a child? She still has it. Aside from her acting career, her life revolves around raising her daughter. She is now newly married and promoting Camp Kizzy and the Fearless Fund Foundation and expanding her ventures. Claire Huxtable, portrayed by Felicia Rashad. Felicia is currently serving as Dean at Howard University's College of Fine Arts. Claire Huxtable was the maternal head of the Cosby clan, and what a feisty mama she was, intelligent and beautiful, and able to go toe-to-toe with her husband, their kids, and their friends. It was during her first year on the show that she caught the attention of sports announcer Ahmad Rashad, who later proposed to her on air. The two were married and had one daughter, but later divorced. Felicia Rashad's sister is the very talented dancer, choreographer, director, producer, and actress Debbie Allen. Their mother is their greatest inspiration and cheerleader, and I truly admire all three of them because they are an excellent example of fine, strong, intelligent women. Not just women, people. And I always loved how soft spoken and how well spoken Felicia Rashad was and is. Cliff, portrayed by Bill Cosby. Well, I'm going to exclude this character as I don't want anyone to be triggered based on all the terrible things that have come out about him in the media. Now, we're going to mention a few other cast members who enjoyed a recurring role during the show's 8 years run. Rudy's friend Bud, or Kenny, portrayed by Dion Richmond, who currently has quit the industry now and is organizing several events and campaigns to make people aware of male breast cancer. Denise's stepdaughter, Olivia Kendall, portrayed by Raven Simone, currently reprises her role in the spin-off of That's So Raven, which is now titled Raven's Home. Also, she has landed voice roles in several movies and TV shows, and everyone knows about Raven Simone as she is very popular. Pam, portrayed by Erica Alexander, currently creates shows, directs films, and produces television content. And we all remember Pam from Living Single, where she portrayed the sassy and outspoken attorney. Neil's friend Cockroach, portrayed by Carl Payne, is trying to ease the burdens of as many people as he can. He's the forefront of helping homeless people in Atlanta who may have mental issues or depression. Along with that, he is still acting, and we all remember him from Martin's show as the sort of dim-witted. I can't remember his name right now. It escapes me. Sorry. Denise's husband, Martin Kendall, portrayed by Joseph C. Phillips, currently a sought-after speaker, has joined Clark Atlanta University as a professor in theater and communication studies. His last acting gig was also in 2020. Well, that's it for us, peeps. Hope you enjoyed this nostalgic trip down memory lane. Let me know which show we should feature next from the 90s or even the 80s, and we'll do our best to get it out. Please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button to help us out. You know, hitting the subscribe button really doesn't cost you anything, but it would really help us out. Until next time, thanks for watching. It's Paprika signing out.